Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a reading on what would a tarot reader say about you. So of course I have 3 images in front of you guys. I'll give you 10 seconds to choose and we're just going to hop right into it. Alright, I gave you 10 seconds. Pause the video if you need to. Let's get right into it. Alright, so pile number 1. What would a tarot reader say about you? If somebody wanted to know more about you, snooping on you, tarot reader would probably say that you're super busy and it's going to be somewhat difficult to keep up with you and your standards. I'm getting somebody with a lot of standards. I don't know if it's emotionally, mentally, physically. I'm not sure where it is, but something about you, Pal 1, has high standards. A tarot would say that you might have difficulty expressing how you feel, and you're a very to yourself type of person when it comes to your mental struggles or your anxiety, your tendency to worry. You could struggle in coping in general. Something about coping is hard for you, and it comes out in your personality, and you could be a little bit neurotic because you are stressing out about things or worrying about things at times. And something about you, there's this all or nothing type of quality to you. So you could cope with it by not thinking about anything at all, and that's how you kind of de-stress, or by distracting yourself. That's how you de-stress, or giving up in some way, shape, or form. Or if you're putting all of your heart into whatever you're creating, you could dive in and have a hard time taking yourself out of that focus. You dive in, and then you're working on it, and it's hard for you to stop working once you are in the mode of going and going and going. So yeah, you get sucked into whatever it is you're doing. It's hard to stop. Or you completely give up or take a break and stop thinking about it. It's very all or nothing with your projects. Because 3 of Wands also talks about your ambitious nature, your goals, you being a visionary. And Pal 1, you have, whether you want to admit it or not, because it gets stressful, you are a very goal-oriented person. Consciously or unconsciously, you have places or things you want to do. Even if they're small, you still have this very, I want to do this, or I want to go here, or I want to have this kind of figured out by this time. You're just naturally very goal-oriented, or you just naturally do want to have a very proactive life, and so you just keep yourself busy. When you keep yourself busy and you are inspired by a lot of things, and it goes vice versa. You get inspired, and then you inspire other people, and it just keeps going. I feel you can be very emotional, Pal 1. You can have this emotional side to you, and a tarot would say that you don't lead on to how much you feel inside. And this is in close connections. This is in relationships, romantic relationships. might be friendships, not sure, but I'm getting mostly romantic. You don't lead on to how much you feel emotionally and like how deep it goes for you. You might tell somebody, oh yeah, I only feel like this much, or you might show that you care a certain amount, but they don't realize like the depth isn't a pool, it's an ocean, you know? Something about behind closed doors, you're a very emotional person. You cry a lot, or like, I don't know, you just care. You do care. Also, another thing, back to like the standards, you might be a very perfectionistic person. The way you set standards for yourself and what you want, just the way it gets done, the way it comes out, it's very like particular. And because of those standards that you have on yourself and how that can come with a very critical, fault finding type of nature that you naturally place on yourself, you know, that's how you come off to other people as well. You have these standards within yourself, and you have these standards with other people. And it's not to say whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, it just is. It's just how you are. It's a personality trait, period. Even in this reading, like, I just feel like you like for things to be structured. I don't know. I just feel like that's how I feel. Also, you are actually a relationship oriented person. You do well when you are connecting with a person, when you feel comfortable and like you're naturally good at connecting with others. I don't care what story you tell yourself or how things can seem on the surface at times. Don't get it twisted. Pile number one, you are a relationship person. You may project that onto other people that like they're more relationship oriented than you, but make no mistake, you're attracting that type of person for a reason. It's to show you are too. So yeah, a tarot reader would say to a person is that you are a person who loves love and loves to connect with other people. You're a type of person to love to find similarities between you and other people. You see yourself in other people. You're naturally very good at finding an equilibrium with another person, and you're accepting of other people, and that's what makes you good at it because of how accepting you are. A tarot reader would say about you, Pawan, they would say not to get too comfortable being with you because a lot of people can fall in love with you. A lot of people can feel like they're your match. A lot of people are attracted to you, and you can easily find someone who adores you just as much as that person, whoever is currently interested in you now. You know, never get too comfortable. Pile number one can easily find someone that adores them just as much as you. So don't get complacent and don't take pile number one for granted, because they will find love no matter where they go. Cherish the moments that you have with pile one. They're going somewhere with or without you. Whatever you deem as successful is. It's just they're going to a place where they're going to be happy and they're going to find their calling in some way. They're going to find love. They're going to find what they're looking for with or without you. I don't know why I want to say that, because some people that deal with you may think that whatever they offer you is the best that you're going to get for some reason, and they'd be surprised that that's not the case. So You're definitely a natural manifester. So you call things into your life. When you have the ability to call things into your life, you frequently get what you want because you know how to attract it. Whatever you want, whatever you need. So yeah, they would say pile number 1 is always moving on to something else. They're a very restless person. They like to get things done. They value their time. And yes, they do struggle with their emotions at times. Mental health, anxiousness, worrying, thinking too much, or over analyzing situations. Hey, maybe even like depressive episodes at times. They may struggle, but it makes them so much more introspective. It makes them so much more just a person with substance, because you kind of are learning so much more about the complexities of where you're currently at, and therefore you can connect even deeper with others because you're so aware and you're so insightful because of that. Like, the more you struggle, the more smarter you become, because you figure out where it's all coming from, why it's happening, and how you can kind of sit with it and just be. And if you want, you can fix it, but that's not always the case. So yeah, like, that part of you, the part of you that struggles, is probably the most beautiful part about you. Is why you're so accepting. It's why you're so healing to be around. And it's beautiful. It really is. I'm getting emotional. But yeah, you can make anybody fall in love with you. You're such a complex soul, and you want so many things out of life. And you want to find like something actually real, and you're not superficial by any means. And your inner world is so rich, it would make anybody fall in love with you. The more they get to know your mind, the more they see why you act the way you do. And even at times how hard it is for you to open up, it's like they figure it out, and like they can't even be mad at you for it, because there's a reason. You don't do things for no reason. And because of everything that you've been through internally, you give so much grace to others. You give so much grace to other people. And that is a very healing thing that you can offer to other people, that space to be imperfect. I feel like you more expect a higher standard from yourself and kind of allow people to be imperfect more than anything. Yes, sure, you do have standards because you offer so much emotional depth and intelligence that it's hard to like meet that. And you do wish you could have that in return, that somebody can be comforting for you, that someone can hold space for you like you hold space for others. But you may get disappointed because a lot of people can't. But that's okay, because it's just a part of your journey, and we don't need to know all the answers why right now. But just know it's a part of the journey. But yeah, you wish people could hold space for you the way you hold space for them. And regardless, though, whether you feel people are your match or not, people frequently feel like you're their match because of that accepting nature of yours, because of that loving capacity, because of that depth, the mystery behind it all that you just do very effortlessly. There's so much to you, Part 1, and people can sense that off of you. And people allow you to be that way, allow you to be difficult in some capacity, because they wouldn't allow much for other people. Like, they wouldn't allow other people to be that difficult, but they allow you to be difficult for some reason, because I don't know, your heart. And You're just somebody who needs to be protected and loved and cherished, and oh, you're so special because of that. I'm getting like, you love to give, you love to take care, you love to emotionally, physically, it doesn't matter. But I feel like something about you is very giving on a healing level, on an energetic level that can't be replicated. It cannot be replicated, part one. So yes, that is what a tarot reader would say about you. You're healing, you're going places, you call things into your life, and you're led by something higher than you. And no matter what, everything will be okay with you. Everything will fall into place. And that is everything that I have for you, Pawan. Thank you so much for tuning in. If it's in your best interest, please like, comment, share, subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye. Welcome, pal number 2. This is going to be your reading on what a tarot reader would say about you. So first, I'm going to cleanse the space from pal number 1. I'm very hard on myself, and it affects how I communicate, and I actually have so many speech problems, but you guys wouldn't know because I edit it all out. I edit it all out. I edit out all of my problems. Not anymore. Not as much anymore. Can't say not anymore because your girl always finds something. I also found these, they go up your nose, and they're basically essential oil sticks that you stick up your nose. It helps you breathe better because ever since I quit vaping, I need a stick. I need to hold something in my hand. So I found that these essential oil sticks help. At least for me. It might not help for you, but I still crave vaping, and it sucks. That just goes to show how powerful those vape sticks are. What the hell do they put in there? I quit over a year ago and I still crave that? What? And I was only smoking for a year. I only smoked a vape for a year and I got hooked like that, which is crazy to me. But I've always smoked my whole life, kind of. I've always smoked, but not the vape, if you know what I'm saying. Okay, guys, I just want to note very quickly before I start speaking. So basically, I'm going to speak to you like you're the person snooping in on your personality and how you are. So you're not you right now. You're a person who's sneaking up, trying to get more information about you if they were to go to a tarot reader about you, you know? So I'm going to be speaking like that to you. All right, so you want to know more about this person, huh? Well, the first thing you need to know about this person is, well, they make a lot of things look easy and come off effortless. But trust me, it's not. A lot of work goes behind what this person you're inquiring does. A lot of thoughts, a lot of faith, a lot of time away from it all. And this persistent pressure of whatever they feel they need to do, live up to, or be. I want to tell you something about this person and warn you against something. I want to warn you to never feel like you have this person figured out. Because trust me, you don't. You're not even close to having this person figured out. You're literally at the tip of the iceberg. And like, it would be a disservice for you to feel like you do, because you don't. And that is my warning for you. There's so much more to this person than meets the eye. The person that you want to be with, you want to be friends with, or you just want to figure this person out, good luck, because this person will probably never tell you, or they have no intentions of ever fully laying all of their cards out on the table for you to judge, for you to pick at, for you to analyze, for you to use against them. Yeah, this person's never gonna put everything out on the table. 9 times out of 10, this person is living a completely different life than what they're showing you. This person has a double life. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a bad person. They just don't want to tell you about this other life that they're living. They could be giving to charity and not wanting you to know. They could be a secret singer, a secret artist. This person could go to places or explore other things, and they have no intention of showing you, showing it off, showing what they know, showing you where they go. They have no intention of telling you this double life that they have. Okay, but I'm telling you this right now, this part of them that they keep under wraps is like who they are. It's literally who they are. It's like the majority. If you knew this about them, you would know a lot. But this person doesn't want to share it. And that's that. So yeah, we'll probably be endlessly curious about this person. There's something that stands out about them. There's something that they know. They don't lead on to what they know too much. Maybe they do from time to time, slip ups, or just to a certain extent, they do. But for the most part, they don't lead on to what they truly know. They know most humans, most people, society. They can't hold space for whatever that they have, or whatever gifts they have, whatever their extension is, whatever part of them that they keep hidden. They know how flawed society is. They know how flawed people can be, and they just know better. They just know better. But yeah, you can definitely probably sense that this person, like, you can't hide certain things from this person. And I don't know, the way it comes off is very like otherworldly. Like, this person comes off as if they're not even from here, and I don't know, you believe it. You might be a person who is not really into that, but for some reason when this person shows up, you are curious about it. They make you question things that you thought you would never question. And when they show up, it makes you feel like magic is real. It makes you feel like having a certain knowingness, intuition, feelings do matter, and they make it feel like powerful, spooky. You get spooked out, don't you? You do. This person carries pain. They carry this pain, and they don't know where it's coming from. They really don't. It goes so deep. And like, just when they think that it's gone, or they cured it, or they found a way out, or a way of motivating themselves out of feeling this persistent gloom over them, it comes right back. It comes right back to haunt them. They feel haunted because they have this pain that they just can't explain. They have this feeling of not belonging, and they want to get out. They want to leave, and it's not because they don't have a good life. It's because this place isn't for them, and they know it. They just know it. They might not know much about the answers, but they just know that this place is not for them. And they've always felt this pain. It's not even about heartbreak. It's not even about person or how they grew up. Sure, they've probably been through it with people and like life be lifing. But this pain was there inside of them way before it all started. It's always been there from the beginning. And like I said, they don't even know where it's coming from. They can't even explain it. They just feel like this place isn't for them. And they're probably right. They're right about a lot of things. And it's annoying, but you love them, or you want to get to know them, or like there's just something about them that intrigues you. They're very intriguing, and their discernment and how they size you up is funny. It's honestly hilarious. They make it so like lighthearted, the way they move, and I don't know, they just come off in a way where it's whatever. They don't take themselves too seriously, but like what they say is like, oh no, you're right. I can't be like that, actually. Yeah. Like, did you just read me, bitch? Did you just read me to Philip? Okay, bet. But yeah, I would say that this person came with a lot of baggage when they entered upon this planet, and they do have a calling. They definitely do have a reason of being here. They may question the decision of why they came here every day, but they're here nonetheless, and they're here to do a specific job, no matter how little or big they may put it. Before, I want to say that they were more open. I would say that they were definitely more naive and would be honest, but they realized that time after time, people just don't have the capacity to hold their truth. They learn that they're too far out, and it just is what it is. So now they have a whole identity, a whole split that is hidden, and it's kept sacred, and you know what? That's okay. Like, they've made peace with it. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Yeah, this person is a very good listener. This person is a very good observer. They listen to spirit. They listen to the patterns. They're just a very good listener in general. They pay attention to everything, and nothing gets past them. The things that are important, it doesn't go over their head. And that can be a little bit intimidating. The person you are inquiring about may not say too much around you, or they may be reserved in some way. You feel like this person is holding back in some manner. But there are people in this person's life, whether they say it or not, people view this person as an angel, somebody sent from God, from the universe, from somewhere to kind of be a guiding light, to be a force, a sign of hope, a fresh breath of air. This person will probably never tell you that they have people in their life that really look up to them, or the relationships that they form change people in some way, whether they're a teacher, a counselor, whether they are in a healing field like a nurse, police officer, doctor. I mean, they can even be a maid. They can even be a waitress. It doesn't even have to be. Wherever they're placed at, this person knows how to heal other people in some capacity. I don't know. You'll never know. You'll never know their impact. You'll never know. And for some reason, there's pain because of that or behind that. Maybe this person can't tell you or is hurt in some way. But for some reason, there's pain. There might be like a weight that they feel. Maybe they carry the pain of others without realizing it. Maybe it's hard for them to just let go overall. Let go of the pain. But this person is making peace. This person is on their way to that. Yes, you, pal, too, you are on the way to that. You are on the way to having it all make sense, or for you to feel a little sense of relief, even if it's just a little bit. Maybe it's homesick for a place that they don't know, or they can't put their finger on where their home is, but it's not here. So maybe that's why it feels like an uphill battle and like they're not getting any progress, or like maybe it's something they're going through. I don't know exactly. It could be so many different things, or all of the above. But I feel like maybe the pain is coming from being homesick in some way. You're just having a really bad case of feeling really homesick. As crazy as that sounds. Let me look it up. Let me ask ChatGPT. Okay, so it says some symptoms of feeling homesick is feeling sad, lonely, anxious, irritability or mood swings, feeling disconnected or out of place, nostalgia or longing for home, difficulty enjoying new experiences, trouble concentrating, frequent daydreaming about home, obsessive thoughts about familiar places, fatigue, low energy. I don't know. What would Dolores Cannon say about homesickness? Dolores Cannon. Cannon's research introduced the idea of star seeds, souls originated from other star systems or dimensions. Individuals identifying as starseeds often report feelings of isolation, alienation, and a profound sense of not belonging, which can manifest as chronic homesickness. These feelings are interpreted as a soul's memory of its origin, leading to a longing for a place or state of being that feels like home. So yeah, I feel like there's this longing inside of you, or a state of being that you long for that is not here. I'll tell you that much. So some people could argue that it's not a home that you're longing for, it's a feeling, or I don't know. I really don't know. But that's as close as I can intellectualize at this point. Yeah. Also, I want to state that there is a part of you that you may not realize that doesn't want to be woken up. There's a part of you that wants to kind of take things easy because there's this weight that you feel. And towards the end of this reading, I was laying down and kind of just chilling. I don't really feel like being up. Maybe you literally want to just sleep. Maybe you literally just want to rest. I mean, coming here is a lot, especially if like you're dealing with personal things. On top of earthly matters, it is a lot. Internal things, earthly things, and then when you get older, physical things. It's a lot, bro. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't want to be here anymore. Because neither do I. Anyways, this is a safe space where we can just vent and complain about how much this place sucks, all the while affirming to love it and cope with it and try to be better, of course, because we don't want to stay stuck in that. I am affirming a lot of things, trying to change my perspective on how I view Earth, try to cope with being here as much as I can, what I can control, which is my mind and how I view things. So that's definitely been helping. Those daily affirmations, those loving affirmations make it go by a little bit better. So I would definitely recommend doing that too. But yeah, I'm definitely here for you, pal, too. I love you so much, and I'm always here for you. Every time I show up and do a video for you, that is my way of showing you that I am here for you. And I care. So yeah. Now we can officially end this reading. So, hope you guys have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. And I'll see you next time. Bye. Welcome, pile number 3. Just clearing out pile 2's energy. Really want to show you guys my mic right now. It's pretty funny. It's a spoon. So you guys got the Empress. The Empress to me is somebody who is very aesthetically pleasing, okay? Whether it's how they sound, how they look, the way they present themselves to you, the way they physically present themselves. So appearance, expression, you're cute, pretty, handsome. It could be energetically, it could be physically. How I'm feeling though, let me marinate. And I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. If it's literally just physically, I'll tell you. If it's literally just energetically, I'm going to let you know. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. So think of yourself as a person inquiring about you. And I will be speaking to you as if you're not you. You're the person inquiring about you. Okay? Hopefully I explained that properly. Okay, so the person you're inquiring about is very attractive to you. And that's why you want to know more about them, because how they present themselves to you is something that's very difficult to not like. So this person really captures your eye. Whenever this person comes into the room, they stand out to you. Even if you don't see them walk into a room, you feel them energetically behind you, to the point where you want to look back and be like, who is that? Because you feel this presence. So yeah, very strong aura, very strong presence. Okay, so whoever you're inquiring about is not somebody that can be easily fooled, manipulated, or this person is strong. Like, this person's confidence comes from a place that you may not realize right away. A lot of things about this person doesn't get swayed, moved. A lot of things don't really get to them. Like, it's hard to move this person for some reason. Like, they don't derive their confidence from things outside of them. Maybe at one point they did, and whether they're realizing this now, it doesn't matter. But as we speak, this person derives their confidence from things that are going on inside of them. Their character, their morality, the rules that they have for themselves, their loving nature. I want to say you guys really love animals, but not just that, just like in general, you have this loving nature about you, this moral, upright type of virtue that you carry. A lot of people won't be able to influence Pile 3, the person you're inquiring about. So if you're looking for somebody that is easily taken advantage of, this is not going to be for you. If you like more of a equal, if you like somebody even maybe a little bit more strategic than you, then yeah, you're gonna enjoy what this person has to offer. You're gonna realize this person isn't just a good person in front of everybody, to the public. Behind closed doors, this person is also a very loving and compassionate person. They know how to hold their own. It may have taken some time, and it's still happening, to where they're trying to control their emotions, but slowly and surely they are mastering the art of detachment, the art of overcoming self-doubt, and whatever was on shaky grounds, their self-esteem, the validation that they craved at some point is crashing down. They are learning to stabilize their internal compass on something that's more stable, rather than what other people think and what other people have to say about this person. They're learning that as long as they're okay inside their own skin, that's all that matters. As long as they're healthy and happy and love themselves, they will remain rich inside, and they will always have enough. So the person you're inquiring about knows how to take things on the chin and keep it moving. They, of course, have emotions. Of course they do. But the way they filter it nowadays is much different than how they may have previously reacted in the past. So if you're looking for a more immature and petty, boisterous person, then this person that you're inquiring about, that cute girl or handsome guy over in the corner is not going to be for you, because this person controls their emotions so much so that you may question how much they care at times. They do have emotions, they do have feelings, but they just know how to properly channel it into something constructive and not destructive. And if you need a outburst to show that you're loved, then that would say more about you than it would about the person you're inquiring about. And just a reminder, Paltry, I'm talking to you as if you're inquiring about you, but technically you're not you. You're a person that's trying to get to know you. You're a romantic interest or an acquaintance that wants to be your friend. If you want somebody that makes a scene or like doesn't know their worth and has it spill out in trying to get your attention, just if you want somebody that you can provoke into these emotional outbursts, don't even try to get to know this person. Don't even try to get to know them, because they're not going to be having that. This person likes mature communication. This person likes direct communication. They really don't have any tolerance for any passive aggressive type of energy. They really have no tolerance in you being, I'm sorry, but like you being a person who is that insecure that you need that type of outburst from a person to show that they care. You know what I mean? So this person doesn't need to do the most. This person already knows what they have to offer, and they don't need to scream it. They don't need to be the loudest person in the room for you to realize that. That's just something you're going to have to come to terms with, and it's not up to them to convince you. That's the thing that will probably bother you about this person. As much as you are curious about them, it bothers you that this person doesn't need to have... Sorry, I'm hearing somebody argue. This person doesn't need to maybe argue. This person doesn't need to be in competition. This person doesn't have to convince you their worth. And if you need somebody to convince you of that, then probably go find somebody else. This person isn't the type to beg. This person isn't the type to chase you, or after you cut things off from this person, they don't need to reach out to you again. Once they say that they're done, they're done. Once this person states their point, they stated their point. There's no need for anything extra outside of that. So basically that's what I'm saying, is that if you're ready for something mature, if you're ready for something at a higher level, then you'll be ready to get to know this person and be their friend and be their match. But just know that this person isn't into tit for tat. They want to feel comfortable and safe in a connection. They don't want to feel like they're going to have to compete or lose you. They want to feel safe in a connection. They don't want to feel like it's a never-ending battle to be with you. Maybe at some point that might have been different, but the point that they're at in their life, this person doesn't have the energy, the time for petty mind games or just little things that make relationships worse. If you're playing it cool, they're not going to get the hint. You're going to play it cool and you're not going to tell them, and that's not going to make them want to go after you. They're going to be like, okay, that person's not interested in me. Like, very face value. This person is like not gonna read in between the lines. This person is not gonna try to outmaneuver you or outdo you. Like, no, they're gonna be like, okay, well, like, guess you're not for me. It's hilarious. So yeah, any like underhanded tactics, any like deception or like trying to lure them in, it's not gonna work. This person is into someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. This person is into people who is almost, no matter what a person's age, is like ready to love and ready to put their heart on the line and ready to like risk it all and just like jump in and, you know, be excited about getting to know somebody, and like almost playful, almost to a naive type of personality, no matter their age, because there's this like childlike wonder that this person is attracted to. They like people who are like genuinely pure and want to embark on that journey of relationships, not somebody who likes power moves or like, oh, you contacted me first, okay, now I have to contact you, and oh, you didn't hit me up for like 2 days, okay, now I'm not going to hit you up for a week. Nah, this person does not like that. Like, just be pure. If you want to text this person, text this person. Don't overthink it. You know what I mean? Like, just be yourself. This person doesn't like when people keep a tally of like who's in control, who's in power. Like, just be yourself. Another thing is the person you are inquiring about, I lost it. I lost it. I lost. Never mind, I lost my train of thoughts. Oh, there it is. Thank you. The fear of this person that you're inquiring about, they don't take rejection so seriously. So they kind of just expect that out of other people too. Like, don't take their rejection so seriously. Just kind of have this more self-assured nature, a strength about you to be able to handle their own personality, because that's what they have. Strength again. So yeah, maybe you weren't always like this, but you're like this, or learning how to be like this now. You're finding that that might be the peaceful resolution for you to find something worth your time. Now I'm directly speaking to you, Pod 3. You have strength twice because you've learned to master your own emotions and kind of control and channel it constructively after maybe years of doing it destructively. You would love for somebody to meet that. After that whole reading, Pal 3, what we learned is that a lot of people are romantically interested in you because it felt like I was talking to somebody who might be interested in you in more than a friendship type level. So if there is anybody out there that is inquiring about you, they're doing so because they're romantically attracted to you. They're attracted to your magic, your style. You might have a darker aesthetic. You might love the holiday Halloween. You might be born on Halloween or around that time. Significant autumn for some reason. But, yeah. Yeah, so a lot of people are more so than anything romantically attracted to you, and they might find it challenging and they may not know why, but a tarot reader would say to not play games and to just be yourself, literally, in order to attract you. You like authenticity more than anything. There's really like no hidden agenda when it comes to you or how you like to approach relationships. It's very pure and childlike. Yeah, so that's basically everything that I'm getting for you, Pile 3. If you enjoyed this reading and if it's in your best interest, please like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.